bring in Josh Lipton, somebody who would be able to interpret what Tim Cook may have been saying to the president there had we had a microphone. Clearly, Josh looked like he was showing him some circuit boards and other inputs to the MacBook Pro. How significant is that MacBook Pro product for Apple?
Well, so the product itself, obviously Apple's not going to break out that product for you. According to some analysts, by their sort of rough math, they think probably the Mac Pro generates about 1% of revenue over the next 12 months. Now, you compare that to, say, the iPhone, they think will be about 60%. I did check in with Gene Munster of Loop Ventures, though. His point was, despite that, it is still significant. He thinks this was, in his words to me, a strategic win. And what he means by that is Cook really stays in the good graces of this president. And I think that's sort of an important point here. I mean, this is Apple's chance to kind of emphasize, listen, we're an American company. We're an American brand. We've got a big footprint. Remember, Cook does employ about 137,000 people. He's building that new billion-dollar campus in Austin. They've got about 7,000 folks there. Apple says that's grown about 50% in the next 5 years. Those are values that are really important to this president and to this administration. That administration,
the shot's frozen there, Josh. Keep going, but...
Sure. Yeah, so, and as Eamon was just to reiterate, Wolf, I think Eamon's right. I mean, those are values that are clearly important to this president, this administration, and they're going to decide, whether companies do or do not get those exclusions for those new levies potentially coming next month.
Josh, as we were showing that video there, President Trump meeting with some of the folks that are working on the production line there in that Flex facility, but it really kind of speaks to, I think, just how automated and high-tech many of these types of manufacturing facilities like the one we just saw are as well when you're talking about electronics and products that are being made for Apple.
Yeah, so it's interesting. A lot of this work, Apple, remember, in terms of if you think about supply chain, obviously they do design and engineer their products here. The Mac Pro is different, though, because it's being built here, too. Most of Apple's products, though design engineered here, they are assembled in China. Those jobs probably, basic assembly line work, it's probably not coming back here to the United States. I mean, the cost there, not just for Apple, obviously, for any executive, would surge, and therefore you'd either eat that and take a hit in your bottom line, or you'd have to raise prices and risk denting demand. Though it is important, to understand, listen, American tech companies do see value in more manufacturing jobs, at least advanced manufacturing jobs. And of course, Apple has that big fund, the Advanced Manufacturing Fund, where they have been investing in companies like that, including some of their suppliers like Corning.